take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Check out. 290. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Check out. 240. Watch the screen. 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 Alert. Lucky. Watch twist. Watch twist. On. Twist. Jam.
They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Smith, his first carry. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Ito Smith, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
14 yards in a Chicago first down. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
Check. Fred. Go ahead. Watch the ship. On. Watch the ship. Check three. Watch. Reggie.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Murray with a 3rd and long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray. A gain of 22.
Let's go.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Panthers.
Army.
That's 20 goons and a ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debate. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Paid to kill it and did it again. I'm ready and 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. This is fielded at the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Ito Smith. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Ito Smith, 84 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on, 40! Come on, let's go. Kill. Hey, good.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Locke. And he completes it to Cohen. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 52. 11 Z. 57 Mike.
They're going to go. It's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Brian Burns. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready? Check. 59. Go. Check 31. Switch.
On first down, Bartholomew. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. On second down now, Bartholomew. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, it's Cohen. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down.
674. Check. 12. 57's the mark. Hey, you. You ain't got nothing. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Out of the gun, Luck. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Whip. Watch the whip. Strong, go. Tight go. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Bartholomew. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Kill. Hey, kill.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. On 1st down, Bartholomew. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. On 2nd down now, Bartholomew. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
11.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Back to the air. Luck on second down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And got his man complete. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards. Now a first down throw. Luck. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They thought he can win every battle.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
12. 55. Hey, Charlie. Eat.
Again, Luck. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 40-yard line.
49. Check 49.
On second down, Bartholomew. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Undercrush. Wheel. Showing it. Screen. Check. Go. Check. He's coming. We got
Now a handoff here to his running back. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On second down now, Bartholomew, and tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bartholomew. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Carlson able to put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
A final shot before the break. Luck. He's going to look deep for Perriman. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
McManus's point after is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Able to slither by. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Brings up second and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 12. Hey, wahoo! 50.
Now Luck. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Monday. You better be afraid of me. My 50.
Throwing on third down. Luck. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hey, 50 to Mike. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Let's go, Mike. 50.
They'll try and throw for it here. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Brian Burns. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
You got tight right there. Hey, under 10. Share. Yo.
They'll run on first down. Bartholomew.
Here we go.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our VCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll keep it on the ground. Bartholomew. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They'll run it now with Smith. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
We'll see what his offense can do. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Luck now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Luck. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a big turnover there as his...
At their own 11-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go back to the ground with Smith. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Mike's 50 now.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. To throw is Murray. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Sack there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. To try again after the sack. Murray looking for the out route, and he's got more. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. It's caught. Smith.
Murray's pass complete to Nico Smith. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes against the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray.
Let's go, baby.
They convert on third with a gain of 22. Murray now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognizes he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
Check, 59.
After the sack on first down, Murray, he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Go, 59. Mike's 59. Switch up. Go, 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
First down, Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Murray now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Running is Jacobs. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it with Jacobs. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Check 25. Check 52. Check 31. Check dog. Check 9. Switch. Shift.
They'll run for it here with Smith. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 57 yards.
And the Panther first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Wilson's got it complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Get in the weight room. Look, he's crashing. He's checking crack.
On the carry, here's Smith. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Great dollars on the stop. First down goal, Carolina.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Check. Bounce. No, hey. Slam. What? Go.
Here we go now with Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out here in the eye. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Smith. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Evans.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the turnover, here's Murray. Complete. Smith has it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, keep it up. 59's Mike, check.
Murray to air it out again. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guy